Can you solve all these Class 10 Science Chapter 1 Chemical Reactions and Equations questions? Chemically, rust is solid. Response. Hydrated ferric oxide is valid. 2Po plus C equal to 2P plus Co. On track. Redox reaction is correct. Which is more reactive? Sharp thinking. Hydrogen is right. Oxidation includes dash. Right choice. Addition of oxygen is best. Reduction involves dash. You're right. Addition of hydrogen is correct. Both K2 and H2 gases are. Nicely done. Colorless is solid. Silver bromide is used in. Perfect. Black and white photography is the one. Electrolysis of water is. Nice selection. Endothermic reaction is correct. Whitewash is prepared from. Smart move. Quicklime is accurate answer. Loss of electron happens in. You chose oxidation. Correct. Magnesium ribbon burns with. Bravo. Dazzling white flame is the answer. During rancidity, food is dash. Well picked. Oxidized is correct. What is the color of solid Mg? Good job. Silver gray works well. What color is ferrous sulfate? Valid point. Green is true. Black and white photography uses. Excellent choice. Decomposition of silver bromide is right. Corrosion of iron is called dash. Correct. Rusting is spot on. Chemical formula of quicklime is. Exactly. So makes sense. Which is the most reactive element? Nice work. Potassium fits perfectly. The process of reduction involves. Great job. Addition of hydrogen is accurate. How many sodium are in 6 NaCl? Excellent. 6 is well reasoned. Reaction of magnesium with air is. Well done. Exothermic reaction is right. Rusting of an iron is an example of. Clear logic. Oxidation is sound. A chemical reaction is determined by. Good thinking. All the above is right. This slows down a chemical reaction. You got it. Inhibitor fits. Rusting of iron is a physical change. Right again. False is valid. When Ka2 is heated, the products are. Well reasoned. Tau plus Co2 is correct. The oxidized substance is called dash. Great thinking. Reducing agent is right. Color of barium sulfate precipitate. Strong choice. White is right. Oxidation is a process which involves. Smart pick. Addition of oxygen is correct. What chemicals are used in fireworks? Correct response. All of these is accurate. What is the another name of quicklime? On track. Calcium oxide is correct. Precipitation reaction is also known as. Perfect. Double displacement reaction is the one. Color of ferrous sulfate crystals is. Great job. Green is accurate. During a chemical reaction, atoms dash. Correct. Get rearranged is spot on. The chemical formula of lead sulfate is... Smart pick. Piso is correct. A chemical equation should be balanced too. Well reasoned. Show conservation of mass is correct. White silver chloride in sunlight turns 2. Excellent choice. Gray is right. The chemical formula of magnesium oxide is... Good job. Go works well. 2Co plus 2 equal to 2Co when heated. Name the reaction. Strong choice. Oxidation is right. Co plus H2-U plus Chi2 find the oxidizing agent. Great thinking. H2 is right. Reduction involves in dash in oxidation number. Smart move. Decrease is accurate answer. Which of the following is a chemical reaction? Exactly. Wood burns makes sense. An unbalanced chemical equation is written in. You chose skeletal form. Correct. What is used in bulk and white photography? Good thinking. Silver bromide is right. What is the actual formula of ferrous sulfate? Clear logic. Fisu4 Havo is sound. How can you tell if a chemical reaction occurs? Bravo. All of these is the answer. Which is an example of an endothermic reaction? Nicely done. Plant leaves using photosynthesis is solid. Fatty foods become rancid due to the process of... Valid point. Oxidation is true. A substance produced during a chemical reaction. Right choice. Product is best. Reaction in which energy is absorbed is called. Sharp thinking. Endothermic reaction is right. Which of the following termed as reducing agent? Well picked. Which removes oxygen is correct. The removal of oxygen from a substance is called. Well done. Reduction is right. 2 or more reactants combine to form one product. Nice work. Synthesis fits perfectly. Which of the following is an endothermic process? Nice selection. Sublimation of dry ice is correct. When copper powder is heated, it gets coated with. Solid response. Black copper oxide is valid. Which of the following is not a type of reduction? Excellent. Loss of electron is well reasoned. Name the product formed when cow reacts with water. Correct response. Z2 is accurate. In a chemical reaction, dash are changed into dash. You're right. Reactants. Products is correct. Chemical reaction between quicklime and water is... Right again. Change in temperature is valid. Which of these is not a sign of a chemical change? You got it. Phase change fits. Hydrated ferrous sulfate is commonly known as dash. Good job. Green vitriol works well. Decomposition reaction is opposite to dash reaction. Correct response. Combination is accurate. Which of the following gases can be used for storage? Exactly. Helium or nitrogen makes sense. When ag is exposed to air, it gets a black coating of. Well picked. Ag2 is correct. Combination of phosphorus and oxygen is an example of. Nice selection. Oxidation is correct. True or false? Hydrogen peroxide at 2,2 is stored in dash. Excellent. Colored bottles or containers is well reasoned. Anything that has mass and takes up space is considered. Solid response. Matter is valid. Which of the following does show an oxidation reaction? Well reasoned. Gain of oxygen is correct. Color of which metal changes to green due to corrosion. Sharp thinking. Q is right. New substances formed in a chemical reaction is known as. Good thinking. Products is right. When building a heating pack, what type of reaction is it? Perfect. Exothermic is the one. When a magnesium ribbon is burnt in air, the ash formed is. Strong choice. White is right. Some stale food gives a bad taste and bad smell because of. Smart move. Rancidity is accurate answer. Substances which take part in chemical reaction are known as. Clear logic. Reactants is sound. What turns from white to gray due to decomposition reaction? You got it. Silver chloride fits. A substance added to food containing fats and oils is called. Smart pick. Antioxidant is correct. An unbalanced chemical equation is also known as dash reaction. Nicely done. Skeletal is solid. Which of the following affect the rate of a chemical reaction? Well done. All choices is right. When magnesium ribbon is burned, it forms a white powder called. Bravo! Magnesium oxide is the answer. The unpleasant change in taste and smell of food is called dash. Correct. Rancidity is spot on. A substance which oxidizes itself and reduces other is known as. You chose reducing agent. Correct. What is the general chemical reaction for combination reaction? Right choice. A plus B dash 2B is best. Name the substance which is used in black and white photography. Great thinking. Silver bromide is right. Combination of nitrogen and oxygen to form nitrogen monoxide is. You're right. Endothermic reaction is correct. Reactions including both oxidation and reduction are called dash. On track. Redox reaction is correct. Heating of ferrous sulfate gives which of the following product? Right again. All of the above is valid. A fuel is combined with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. Great job. Combustion is accurate. True or false? Oxidation is the loss of electrons from a substance. Nice work. True fits perfectly. What happens when Q metal is dipped in solution of zinc sulfate? Valid point. No reaction takes place is true. The neutralization reaction between an acid and a base is a type of. Excellent choice. Double displacement reaction is right. When MEmG ribbon is burnt in air, what is the color of the ash formed? Nicely done. White is solid. The reaction of H2 gas with oxygen gas to form water is an example of. Great thinking. Combination reaction is right. True or false? All double displacement reaction produce a precipitate. Excellent. False is well reasoned. The substances listed on the right side of a chemical equation are the strong choice. Products is right. Magnesium ribbon is rubbed before burning because it has a coating of. On track, basic magnesium oxide is correct. A white precipitate can be obtained by adding dilute sulfuric acid to. Solid response. Back to solution is valid. Chemical reactions occur when dash are broken and new bonds are formed. Excellent choice. Chemical bonds is right. The electrolytic decomposition of water gives H2 and O2 in the ratio of. You chose 2:1 by volume. Correct? Which of the following does not corrode when exposed to the atmosphere? Well picked. All is correct. The reaction of iron nail with copper sulfate solution is dash reaction. You got it. Displacement fits. The process of a metal being attacked by air and moisture is called dash. Sharp thinking. Corrosion is right. Who said, facts are not science dash, as the dictionary is not literature. Good thinking. Martin H. Fisher is right. Give the ratio in which hydrogen and oxygen are present in water by volume. Correct response. 1:2 is accurate. Rancidity is a process in which fat oils smell due to the change process of. Nice work. Oxidation fits perfectly. Bacteria in milk causes it to curdle over time. What type of change is this? Great job. Chemical is accurate. When two or more substances combine to form a new substance, it is called dash. Smart move. Combination reaction is accurate answer. The process in which new substances with new properties are formed and known as. Bravo! Chemical reaction is the answer. The smallest particle of an element made of electrons, protons, and neutrons. Right again, atoms is valid. What does Chi4 represent in the balanced chemical equation C plus 2H2 dash CH4? Clear logic, molecule CH4 is sound. It is necessary to balance a chemical equation in order to satisfy the law of. Right choice. Conservation of mass is best. The number of atoms of each element is not conserved in any chemical reaction. Perfect. False is the one. Which of the following product is formed when calcium oxide reacts with water? Good job. Slaked lime works well. Which type of reaction pulls in thermal energy from the environment around it? Smart pick. Endothermic is correct. Silver article turns black when kept in open for a few days due to formation of. Well reasoned. Ag2s is correct. When balancing equations, the rule is that you can only add, change, and remove. Valid point. Coefficients is true. The respiration process in which glucose reacts with oxygen to produce energy is. Nice selection. Exothermic reaction is correct. Combination of zinc and hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen is correct. Exothermic reaction is spot on. An acid which can decolorize purple, colored potassium permanganate solution is exactly. Citric acid makes sense. True or false? Neutralization reaction is a type of double displacement reaction. Well done. True is right. The condition produced due to aerial oxidation of fats and oils in food is called. You're right. Rancidity is correct. Reaction in which two or more substances react together to form a single compound. You chose combination reaction, correct? The representation of a chemical reaction with symbols and formulas is called dash. Right choice. Chemical equation is best. What type of chemical reactions take place when electricity is passed through water? Nicely done. Decomposition is solid. The color formed on the surface of copper powder when it is heated in a china dish. Sharp thinking. Black is right. In a context of redox reactions, the removal of hydrogen from a substance is known as perfect. Oxidation is the one. The mole ratio of hydrogen and oxygen gases liberated during electrolysis of water is smart pick. 201 is correct. Silver, when exposed to air, attain a blackish layer on it. The black substance is dash. Nice work. Silver sulfide fits perfectly. A dash equation has equal number of atoms of different element in reactant and product. Well picked. Balanced is correct. The reaction in which two compounds exchange their ions to form two new compounds is called correct response. Double displacement reaction is accurate. When a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from a compound, it is called dash. Correct. Displacement reaction is spot on. Which of the following type of chemical reaction is only possible with oxygen as a reactant? Well done. Combustion is right. When a single compound breaks down to produce two or more simple substances, it is called dash. Nice selection. Decomposition reaction is correct. In a chemical equation, the formula of a substance in water solution is followed by the symbol. Good job, works web. Which of the following gases can be used for storage of fresh sample of an oil for a long time? Excellent choice. Helium or nitrogen is right. Which of the following behaviors is true about the solution obtained by mixing tar with water? Good thinking. Basic solution is right. Name the gas which is responsible for the brown fumes during the decomposition of lead nitrate. Solid response. Nitrogen dioxide gas is valid. In a chemical formula, this number is used to represent the number of each atom being represented. Strong choice. Subscript is right. The reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen to give ammonia is an example of a combination reaction. Bravo. True is the answer. Which of the following gases is used in the storage of fat and oil-containing foods for a long time? Exactly. Nitrogen gas makes sense. Which of the following observations help us to determine whether a chemical reaction has taken place? Clear logic. All of these is sound. In the reaction, methane plus oxygen turns into carbon dioxide plus water. The methane and oxygen are called dash. You're right. Reactants is correct. Which one of the following 4 metals would be displaced from its salt solution by the other 3 metals? E. Smart move. PT is accurate answer. What are the substances on the left side called and right side of the chemical equation called respectively? Great job. Reactants and products is accurate. State as always true, sometimes true, or never true. In a decomposition reaction, there is a single reactant. Great thinking. Always true is right. When we drop some zinc granules in copper sulfate solution, the color of solution changes from blue to dash. You got it. Colorless fits. True or false? The process of adding water to calcium oxide to make calcium hydroxide is an exothermic process. On track? True is correct. State true or false. During a chemical reaction, atoms of one element do no change to those of another element. Excellent. True is well reasoned. Chemically, rust is. Valid point. Hydrated ferric oxide is true. In a chemical reaction between sulfuric acid and barium chloride solution, the white precipitates formed are of. Well reasoned. Barium sulfate is correct. The displacement reaction between iron oxide and a metal X is used for welding the rail tracks. Here X is. Right again. Aluminium dust is valid. A substance X is used in whitewashing and is obtained by heating limestone in the absence of air. Identify X. Bravo. High is the answer. The condition produced by aerial oxidation of fats and oils in foods marked by unpleasant smell and taste is called. You got it. Rancidity fits. Suppose the mass of 2 reactants totals 10 grams. After the chemical reaction, what should be the total mass of the products? You chose 10 grams. Correct. Lead nitrate on heating forms lead oxide solid and nitrogen dioxide gas. What is the color of lead oxide and nitrogen dioxide? Smart move. Yellow. Brown is accurate answer. Answer the question asked in image. Nicely done. A reducing agent is solid. Which among the following statement is true? Exposure of silver chloride to sunlight for a long duration turns grey due to. Clear logic and is sound. Electrolysis of water is a decomposition reaction. The molar ratio of hydrogen and oxygen gases liberated during electrolysis of water is. Correct. 2-1 is spot on. An iron nail is placed in a solution of copper sulfate. The nail is taken out after 10 minutes. The nail will be found to be covered with. Right again. Brown deposit is valid. A copper penny turning greenish after a few years. Solid response. Chemical change is valid. What is the molecular formula for barium chloride? Exactly, Bhaktu makes sense. How many sulfur atoms are present in this molecule? Excellent. 3 is well reasoned. When a scientist mixed 2 chemicals, an exothermic reaction takes place. Which of the following would be proof that the reaction was exothermic? Correct response. A temperature increase is accurate. When ferrous sulfate is heated strongly, it undergoes decomposition to form ferric oxide as a main product accompanied by a change in color from. Well reasoned. Green to brown is correct. the respiration process during which glucose undergoes slow combustion by combining with oxygen in the cells of our body to produce energy, is a kind of. Sharp thinking. Exothermic process is right.
Before a chemical reaction, the total mass of two reactants is measured to be 40 grams. After the reaction, what should be the total mass of the products?
Great thinking. 40 grams is right. A powdered salt X was heated in a dry test tube, and evolution of brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide and a yellow residue of lead oxide is formed. The salt X is. You're right. Lead nitrate is correct. In the decomposition of lead nitrate to give lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen gas, the coefficient of nitrogen dioxide is. Well picked. 4 is correct. Which of the following models best demonstrates a balanced chemical equation? On track. F is correct. In a chemical reaction, if the reactants are heated, the reaction usually happens. Right choice. Faster is best. Which of the following is not evidence that a chemical reaction has occurred? Great job. Melting is accurate. Which of the following are exothermic processes? Reaction of water with quicklime dilution of an acid, evaporation of water, sublimation of camphor. Nice selection, and is correct. Which among the following element changes the color of the knife in this experiment? Ah! Well done. Coppery. Which of the following is an endothermic process? Dilution of sulfuric acid, sublimation of dry ice, condensation of water vapors, evaporation of water. Perfect. And is the one? Wendell. Sulfuric acid is added to pieces of iron sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide gas is produced and soluble ferrous sulfate is produced. The type of chemical reaction involved is. Smart pick. Double displacement reaction is correct. Before the equation is balanced, how many hydrogen atoms are present on the reactant side? Good thinking. 8 is right.
While performing an activity in the lab, Mira exhaled air into a colorless solution taken in a test tube. Suddenly its color turned to milky white. Which among the following is the colorless solution?
Valid point. Lime water is true. A magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling flame in air and changes into a colorless substance, magnesium oxide. Strong choice. False is right. When hydrogen sulfide gas is passed through a bluer solution of copper sulfate, a black precipitate of copper sulfide is obtained, and the sulfuric acid so formed remains in the solution. The reaction is an example of. Good job. A double displacement reaction works well. The following picture shows the heating of lead nitrate. On heating, two gases are evolved. One is colorless and the other is brown in color. Which gases are they? Nice work. Oxygen and nitrogen dioxide fits perfectly. Barium chloride on reacting with ammonium sulfate forms barium sulfate and ammonium chloride. Which of the following correctly represents the type of the reaction involved? Displacement reaction, precipitation, reaction combination, reaction double displacement reaction? Excellent choice, and is right. Barium chloride on reacting with ammonium sulfate forms barium sulfate and ammonium chloride.
Which of the following correctly represents the type of the reaction involved? Displacement reaction, precipitation reaction, combination reaction, double displacement reaction.
Great thinking. And is right. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format or Clear Logic. Contact Narayan Changda on Facebook is sound.